Morning world, it's 7:30 in the morning, it's the 28th of January 2013. I slept for 12 hours yesterday. A big thank you to all those wonderful people at Zenith Crystal Shop in Leominster in Herefordshire who got me all those readings. So many people I did readings for on Saturday. Thank you to you all. If any of you out there want me to come and do a set of readings, you get me 7 or 8 readings, I'll travel. I don't really care where it is, as long as I don't lose money. I'll happily travel to do a bunch of readings. Now, what's going on up there in the heavens? Well, there's a lot of planets out there in different positions. The full moon, which is still up there in the sky, absolutely gorgeous. Got a crystal clear full moon in this country. Not a particularly pokey one as far as full moons go in terms of direct effects or influences, but pretty nevertheless. Now I'm looking at the moon at the end of Leo. All day today the moon is in Leo, and over the next 10 hours or so through to about 7 o'clock tonight UK time, the moon is opposite Mars, so it could be quite a feisty and fiery, but with the moon in Leo, childlike, not childish but childlike day. But I also noticed a large number of squares in the sky. We've got Jupiter being squared by Chiron, Jupiter being squared by Neptune, Mars is coming into square by Jupiter. Add to that, we've got the Sun approaching square from the Sun to Saturn, we've got the separating square from Mercury to Saturn, and of course we've got the ongoing square from Uranus to Pluto. Lots of squares. So what's a square? A square is when two planets in the sky are close to 90 degrees apart from each other, 1/4 of a circle. It is a hard angle and it releases an energy into the horoscope that can be best described as at least challenging. A square creates an angle between two planets in different signs and in different elements that have little in common with each other, and it can bring a degree of confrontation, difficulty, argument, disagreement, problem, or even at times direct opposition and challenge. It is an angle that creates frustration and blockage in many ways. However, a square also creates an energy which cannot be denied, and over most people's lives at many times that square energy is created in terms of frustrating, irritating and impatient energy that they can never quite work out. Some people though will work through this. The energy that the square releases into the chart can also be turned round and created into something dynamic, projective, assertive, with initiative, and where there's action. You cannot ignore a square in your chart, it will not go away. You cannot pretend it's not there, because it will turn around and bite you on the ankle. And if you choose to ignore it, you'll get bumps or bangs or bruises or headaches or something like that. But if you work with it, you'll find that if you can behave in a way that describes the energy of the square at its best, then you can bring things like energy, discipline, focus and concentration in, and you can work hard. You can grab that energy that the square releases and channel it and focus it, and at the end of the day a square creates a great deal of personal energy to be able to bring a higher resonance in oneself, a higher degree of sophistication, a more aesthetic way of expressing oneself, less coarse, more subtle. The more squares you've got, the harder your chart is and the harder your life is. But at the same time, it would be boring without them. So actually, the more challenges you get, the faster you grow. Love your squares, work with them, work through them, turn them to your advantage. Catch you later, folks. Bye.